so the last time I was in the church, and just a whole bunch of wacky stuff happened. Where are we going? Those doors don't go anywhere. Oh, right, I remember. If I remember correctly, you can go to this gas station. I think it's one of the buildings that you can, like, arbitrarily get into. This is taking a little while. I thought maybe a cutscene was going to play or something. That took a long time. I'm not going to use the shotgun. Not for a little bit anyway. I remember thinking in that cutscene when Dahlia said nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random. I remember feeling so relieved because that's what I felt like I had been doing, you know, and I didn't want to just be running around at random. And the characters, you know, the characters in the game saying, you know, don't flounder about at random. I'm going to try and help you, basically. It was relieving. I remember feeling very relieved. And also remember thinking flounder about at random was just a really weird... It's a weird way to put, you know, just wandering around with... Yeah, this is the gas station. I thought you could get inside. I mean, it really does resemble a gas station. I mean, you got the gas pumps and everything. I wonder how many people have been shot in there. Can you go in the gas station? Okay, no. I thought you could. Yeah, some of Silent Hill, to be honest, is just a little bit boring. In all the games, where some of it is just wandering around the town. Even if you know what you're doing, sometimes just trekking through the town can get a little old. But you're about to get to the next part of Silent Hill. I think it's Central Silent Hill. There's some items here. And you get a higher ranking for the items, for the more items you find. But I've never gotten a particularly good ranking in this game because the requirements are just ridiculous. Like, beat the game in like an hour and 30 minutes or something like that. You know, I don't even see how that's possible. There's a rock drill, which is clearly an item because it's green. But there's no gasoline, so I can't use it. Gasoline you get at the end of the game for a New Game Plus if you meet certain requirements. I'm not sure what those requirements are, but I think I've unlocked the gasoline every time. I actually, forgot what I was saying. Okay. Now, this is the next thing you're supposed to do. You know, you're still, even though nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random, you're still doing that just a little bit. Last time I played this, I came up here without grabbing the drawbridge key. You know, you can run over here without going to the church, but then you wouldn't have this. Why does it even ask you if you want to press the switch? Because there's no consequence if you don't, other than you can't progress through the game. A lot of survival horror games back in the day did that. That room kind of reminds me of a room in Manhunt in one of the levels where one of the guys is just watching porn. And you also have to carry gasoline. Oh, what are you stuck against, Harry? Oh, okay. You have to get gasoline in that level. I think there's still a few more health drinks or something to get. What's with that music? Yeah, is it supposed to be the drawbridge lowering, or is it just, you know, ominous for the sake of being ominous? It appears to be going away. Those trees are coming out of the Megaverse. I thought there were some items over there. I guess not. Alright, so basically into this... No, yeah. Music comes back. That's weird. The atmosphere is really weird in this game. Grading is never good in a Silent Hill game, well, at least in this one. So yeah, you're basically into the second half of the game. You're in Act 2 now. And this is the area you're about to be at, the hospital, which you need to make haste to, is a big, it's kind of like a central theme and area of the game. And it's a theme altogether with Silent Hill games. Is there anything else here? No. I feel like the hospital is actually like the go-to kind of poster child area of Silent Hill. Maybe not necessarily the series altogether, but of this game. And those, I looked up enemy names. Those are air screamers, represented or symbolize this. Oh, fuck you. You can go. Oh, I thought you could go in the police station. The air screamers symbolize like some fairy tale that's I think is like not fictional. Oh shit. Oh damn it! He just lunged at me and like put his ass on my head. Those are probably the goofiest enemies in Silent Hill. You know, not in the game. I mean, not in the series, but in this game, they're definitely the goofiest enemies. They just look like weird monkey things, which is what I kind of thought they were. Who's this guy? Kind of looks like he's doing a come hither pose. But they're supposed to be like, they're supposed to represent like a fear of adults. And I guess if adults look like that to you, it would be pretty scary. And this is like the one area where it would make sense to have ammunition in it. Talking about White Claudia, which kind of sounds like a band name, but it's a hallucinogenic drug. Old Officer Gucci. Officer Gucci has no real point in this game other than, I mean, he's not a real character other than just to kind of hint about the drug trade that's been going on in Silent Hill. And that's what I like about Silent Hill is you might miss this area and miss a little bit of the story. But Officer Gucci is actually a character in the godforsaken Silent Hill movie. Which is actually, you know, the first time I really experienced a Silent Hill anything other than like hearing about my dad talk about it or something. I was a big fan of Resident Evil as a kid. And I played those games. Well, I played the second one a lot as a kid, but I didn't really play Silent Hill, and no real reason other than it just just kind of didn't happen. None of my friends had it. None of my friends really knew about it, and I just wasn't all that interested in it. Here's the high school. I mean, the high school, the hospital. Yeah, fuck you. Ah. Fucking weird. Doom. Look, they kind of look like the Pinky demons in Doom. Like they make a weird noise when you kill them. Yeah, those guys are just fucking annoying, so kill them. I don't know why the game is giving me so many save opportunities. I'll save here because it's the second dungeon. But it looks pretty normal, although I just heard a weird noise. That nurse, you can tell she's giving a weird smile, but like, goddamn, it's so blurry and awful. I do think this game, like, the graphics don't ruin the game or anything, but for the little things like this, I do think if the game had some better graphics, it could be more enjoyable. But, the game's still awesome to play. What's this? It looks like a strange piece of chicken or something from a distance, but it's an air screamer. I like how his eyes are black like that, and I'm sure that was no accident.
Hold it! Stop! Don't shoot! Wait! I'm not here to fight. My name is Harry Mason. I'm in town on vacation.
Thank God, another human being.
Do you work here?
I'm Dr. Michael Kaufman. I work at this hospital.
So maybe you can tell me what's going on.
I really can't say. I was taking a nap in the staff room. When I woke up, it was like this. Everyone seems to have disappeared. And it's snowing out, this time of year. Something's gone seriously wrong. Did you see those monsters? Have you ever seen such aberrations? Ever even heard of such things? You and I both know creatures like that don't exist.
Yeah. Have you seen a little girl anywhere? I'm looking for my daughter. She's only 7, short, black hair.
She's missing. I'm sorry. But with all those monsters around, I highly doubt that she's... Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you. Your wife, she's here with you?
She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter.
I see. I'm sorry. Well, I'd better be going. I can't just sit around here doing nothing.
So long. Good luck out there.
You know what's cool about Kaufman is that he left. Because in a modern day game, he'd be like, maybe we should team up and I'll have annoying AI. But yeah, Kaufman's an interesting character. And also, that cutscene showed something that's pretty common in Silent Hill games, is where you get shot in the cutscene. Now, I'm not sure if Harry's weird little lunge was supposed to be a dodge or something, but it absolutely looks like he gets shot. And there's cutscenes in Silent Hill 2 where it looks like James just flat out gets shot. So, I'm not entirely sure. It's a very, very blue map. You can't get out from the reception desk. Like, what are the people in reception supposed to do? Well, I guess I could just go back through here, but, or climb over the desk, I don't know. But, yeah, Kaufman's an interesting character. You walk in, and Harry clearly, seems like a regular person. He certainly doesn't look anything like the air screamer that Kaufman had killed. Kaufman also seems to be like the only one who's doing anything violent. Not even the police officer with a gun was doing anything violent. Article's been clipped out, and that article is not found in the North American game version of the game, sadly, because it contains a pretty big plot point. But also, yeah, Kaufman, he just immediately shoots at Harry. He doesn't seem to be concerned at all at first whether or not he's a human or not. But then, after Harry explains to him, hey, I'm clearly not some kind of creature, Kaufman kind of comes around, and he seems sort of normal for the most part. We'll take that map. I guess this is the break room. But he still, I don't know, he seems like an asshole, like how he doubts that, that your daughter's alive. And I like that there's a character who's not just, like, blatantly hopeful about it, I feel like that would be in a game now. Like, I'm sure your daughter is absolutely fine. Sybil seems, I don't know, Sybil seems a little worried, but she's not, like, like hinting that she's dead. But, Kaufman just saying, pretty much saying, I'm sure your daughter's dead. I like that. And he just takes off. Also, it was napping in the staff room. Although I'd have fallen asleep on my lunch breaks before, so I guess I know better. And he's an interesting character. He's one of the most interesting characters in the game. Not even close to my favorite, but he's definitely interesting. And judging by this camera angle, I guess I'll take this empty bottle. Yeah, that's kind of cool how you might not even think to pick that up. And also, what's the empty bottle for? Again, strange objects for puzzles. Looks like somebody ransacked the place. Oh yeah, because that would make sense because it's this one. This just looks like blood. I would think glass vials of blood have all been shattered. I think you can read this here. I like you don't have to carry notes around. Okay, no. Well, I know what to do. I don't know. Oh, my health. Yeah, there's no hint of what to do either, but yeah, this is what you do. Now, what have we here? hints that it clearly has some sort of purpose. Does it hint at anything in the, no, I can't use it. Yeah, I remember, like, when I did that, I kind of liked, I don't know, there's something like, I like just having this plastic bottle with liquid in it. I don't really know what about it I liked, but I just found something, I can't put it into words. It's just too stupid of a concept. What's down here? Oh, comically large bugs instead of a cool enemy. Now my health is vibrating. Ah, fuck you. I'm gonna die by large roaches. Okay, let's have a health drink. Oh, there's more? I like health drinks. It's an interesting name for a healing device, and not healing potion or something like I used to think of as a kid, or Estus flask, but just health drink. When you drink it, you get health. It contains health in liquid form. It's such a Silent Hill trope. If you don't have a health drink, it's not a Silent Hill game. Are all the damn doors locked? Why even put all these other doors if they're not going to have any purpose? Well, the last time you activated a boiler, some weird shit happened. You fought some weird lizard. Now there's a generator that I actually can't activate. Or maybe, yeah, because you couldn't see it. That's interesting. Yeah. Again, that generator, it makes a creepy noise, and there's also some good, like, strange ambient noise in the background. Wait, did I explore everything there was to see down there? Everything except the elevator, which I don't think you can activate yet anyway. I also like how in these games you can just go through the doors and it just turns black and you're through, instead of like in Resident Evil where you had to watch the door slowly open. So have a cold drink. Vending machine does not work. Oh, god damn it. This vending machine doesn't work either. I wanted a indecipherable JPEG for a snack. Okay. Yeah, everywhere else. Yeah, you can't go anywhere else through there. So, you have no choice but to try the elevator. Let's just take a look through the window. I like the way that looks. For 1999, I think they actually see trees in the ground and snow through the back there. I think that was pretty impressive for the time. Hell, it's 2015 and I'm impressed. Okay. We just hit the basement. We're on the first floor, so second. I like those interactive button pressing kind of sequences like that. I don't know why, but I think they look kind of fun. But, I mean, I don't know, they're just interesting. And I like interacting with the still image, so you couldn't do anything on the third floor. So, well, you can do anything on the second floor, so surely you can do something on the third floor. No. Oh, what the fuck? I guess I'll try the basement or something. What is this? A fourth floor mysteriously appearing? Okay, I'm gonna stop acting like I'm surprised, but yeah, I really like that. I think that's cool how it makes the game tricks you into thinking you're seemingly trapped, and then all of a sudden another floor just appears. And I don't know if this is Harry seeing this, thinking it, or if the game's just showing you something like, meanwhile, this is happening. But now you appear to be in the long-forgotten fourth floor. I don't have a map. Oh, damn it. But you can go through here. And there's still some, like, natural lighting, it seems like. Oh, did that door just lock behind me? Yeah, interesting. I don't remember that. Yeah, that's cool. This game, like, it fucks with you psychologically. It really does. I mean, you think you seemingly have nowhere to go, but then, another floor just appears on the map, and then you go to that floor, and then it looks like this. It doesn't look normal anymore. It's like you ascended into hell, strangely, and then the door behind you locks. It's pretty cool. And you don't have a map. When do you get a fucking map? More locked doors. But yeah, this is classic Silent Hill right here. This right here is Silent Hill. I mean, this is, when I think of the first Silent Hill, I think of, of the hospital. Also, there are no fourth floors in hospitals in Japan. I do have a map here. So it's like, where were you? Were you even really in reality at that point? Because now you're on the third floor. The fourth floor didn't really have any point but to take you here to the third floor. And here's another one of the most popular Silent Hill enemies. Oh! They make weird noises. Damn, she took quite a few hits to go down. They're quite a bit stronger than the mumblers, but they're a lot easier to take out because they don't grab at your fucking legs. But those aren't the sexy nurses that everyone thinks of, which I kind of like. The sexy nurses only make sense and only aren't like awful pieces of shit. What? There's nothing there. I think the fear of the unknown and what you can't see is really big with the human psyche, and Team Silent definitely understood that. And this music too, like, pressure and tension is building, but nothing is really happening. And empty birdcage. But yeah, like I was saying, hospitals in Japan don't have fourth floors because it sounds too much. The word for four is apparently rhymes or has a very similar way of pronouncing death in their language. So they're like, let's just not have a floor that sounds like death in the hospitals. Kind of like not having a 13th floor in the United States. But yeah, I was calling the sexy nurses awful pieces of shit just because they're just being made sexual just for sexuality's sake. That's not working. They're, you know, what a lot of people refer to as movie nurses, where they do those weird, fuck you. The steel pipe sucks against these guys. If you run out of ammo here, you got a problem, because the steel pipe fucking sucks against them. They do not get stunned out of attack. Yeah, you can tell by their hair and color of their jacket how strong they are, kind of like in GoldenEye with the guard's beret color. It's telling how strong they are. Yeah, I wasn't done exploring this area back here. Oh, no. Nothing helpful. There's pistol bullets. I also like this tension-building music in here. But yeah, those just big cleavage, short skirts, weird mask nurses with that do the puppet jerking thing. That's their depiction in the movie, and that's like the Silent Hill 2 nurses. But there's Silent Hill 2 nurses done badly. Because the Silent Hill 2 nurses were not just sexy for sexuality's sake. There was a lot of symbolism for the protagonist. Where in the movie, you know, what is a heterosexual female going to be thinking up a bunch of sexy nurses for? But also, you know, there is no psychological symbolism in the movie. But yeah, and also the way that they move in the movie is not the way they move in the game. Fuck you! Damn it, not even the pistol stunned her out of attack. Okay, these things are kind of tough. I'm gonna die. Okay. Kick her hair off. They are a little bit tough. Good turtle. But yeah, I clearly shot several times and I only shot like one bullet. Or maybe Harry reloads really quickly without you having to do it manually, which I've also thought of. The hospital also has a lot more puzzles. But yeah, back to this game, is that I like these nurses because there's no sexuality involved with them, and they wouldn't be, you know, if you know psychological symbolism. And it doesn't have anything to do with Harry's subconscious, when they had everything to do with James's subconscious, and they don't have anything to do with, you know, De Silva, whatever her name was, subconscious either in the movie. These nurses have been taken over by demons, and they're called puppet nurses. They've been taken over by parasitic demons that you can see on their back, and it gives them this weird hunchback appearance. They make weird noises. They move strangely, and I like them better than the sexy nurses because nobody emulates the sexy nurses. Nobody, I mean, no, everybody emulates the sexy nurses, but sexy nurses are in every game, like in Homecoming and Origins and in the movie, both movies. And they're in Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 is the only area that I like them in. Also, I don't like over sexualizing female characters in video games. I think it's really boring, and you could do something more interesting with ugly characters. And even the Silent Hill 2 nurses, like, they've got, like, you know, big tits and short skirts and everything, but their skin is all weird looking. Yeah, I need to descend. Now you kind of are descending into hell. But, like, their skin's weird looking, their bubble heads are really weird, and also where the... Oh, yeah. Okay. But these nurses, I think they're creepier, and, well, I don't know, I guess you have, like, with the Silent Hill 2 nurses, that you've got that, like, duality of beauty combined with hideous, you know, with repulsion, attraction combined with repulsion, which again is like interesting duality of the human psyche. It's just the only game where there are male doctors as hospital enemies. And I like them. I like these doctors. They're like only on this floor. And that's just an awesome death noise. It kind of sounds relieved, finally. But yeah, I like them as well. I'm not gonna go to the basement quite yet. Although I actually kind of think I probably should. But yeah, these nurses, their odd movement and strange noise, and also their weird hunchback appearance. You know, they're cool, and they're not emulated or at all in any of the other games. They're reused. No, you know, Homecoming or Downpour probably had sexy movie nurses as well. That when you're wearing headphones is really fucking funny. But I never played Downpour because it doesn't look good. I only played Homecoming because I had nothing better to do. I didn't have a job or anything when I played Homecoming. If he's in here, isn't he? Yeah, hello. Die. Fuck! Take him out, Harry. He kind of sounds confused. He kind of did the the Home Improvement thing. I don't think there's anything in here but a help drink, or maybe not. God, there's a lot of them. Okay. Die, male enemy in the hospital. Don't you know everyone hates you? Okay, it's just getting ridiculous now. Damn it. I got disoriented. But these nurses being so exclusive to this game adds more charm to the game and more charm to the enemies to me. And if I were a chick and I wanted to like dress up for Halloween or something, I would rather do like a puppet nurse. Also, you know, this is the Silent Hill choice for me. I'm sure someone's done the puppet nurse outfit, but I mean, it's always people doing the movie nurse outfit. What? Yeah, there's nothing there. That's a jump scare done correctly, but I was expecting it, so. I think, is it basement time? No, it's medicine room time. Ah, he's right there. Also, how they just throw him right at you is pretty cool. When they do their little shakes, sometimes they fall down, and sometimes they're just stunned, so it can throw you off.